Hello and welcome back everybody to the channel. Join me in today's review of a new Toyota Yaris Cross. Before we go any further in the review, special thanks to Toyota Center here in Zagreb for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below. Welcome back everybody. Like I said earlier, in today's review we'll go through all exterior, interior details. We check the practicality test, of course, of this facelifted Toyota Yaris Cross. This model is powered by a 1.5 liter hybrid powertrain that can be either 116 horsepower or 130 horsepower in its higher spec variants. Let's start this exterior walk around with the front end design and details, and now we can see maybe the new grille design, a little bit different approach with this some type of L shape, very nice and cool to look at, with a front parking sensors, and below Toyota logo we have this safety radar for all the safety systems. Headlights are in full LED technology, which means LED daytime running lights, low and high beam with the LED turn signals. Now you can maybe also see the front parking sensors. I will put the car on later in the video, actually at the very end, so stay tuned. You will see the lights and turn signals in action. Now we can maybe see, if you remember with the Toyota hybrid models in recent years, we had that some type of bluish strip around the logo. Now we don't have that. This is the new design approach. You will see another new detail on a back end, and now you can maybe see this side profile, very sporty design approach. Let's talk a little bit about the wheels and tires. These are 17-inch in diameter, two-tone wheels in design. Very cool to look at, especially with this some type of dark gray intersections. Around the wheel arches we have this some type of plastic protective part. If you need to go a little bit of off-roading, you can. You will not damage your paint. Couple of useful features: blind spot monitoring system on a side mirrors, keyless go system with this model, and tinted rear windows. Always nice, useful solution, especially in the summer months. Shark antenna on a roof with some type of small rear spoiler finished in gloss black. Another cool detail: Yaris Cross on a rear doors, and similar like with the most Japanese cars, we have the fuel filler cap on a driver side. And now we come to a rear end design of this facelifted model. Similar like in the front, like I said, we don't have any more of those bluish strips around the Toyota logo. Now it's just a plain logo as with the most models. Below that there is a rear camera, Yaris detail on a driver's side, and HEV on a passenger. This is new design. If you remember, with the previous models we had hybrid lettering. Now it says HEV. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this exterior design of a new Toyota Yaris Cross, and what would be your ideal color specification. For now, let's proceed with the review. We'll check the boot space, and with this model we have a nice premium touch, fully electronically operated boot opening, and we have a pretty wide opening, being a small crossover SUV. With this particular model, very handy, especially now in the winter months, which says Yaris Cross, some type of rubber floor mat. Let's talk a little bit about the storage. Extra storage here on a far left driver's side, 12-volt socket, one light, and some hooks on each side. Also a little bit of extra storage. You can remove this textile floor mat and it reveals even larger amount, and this is very useful and practical, some type of plastic protective part. If you need to slide some heavier and larger items, you can do that. Also, you can see you can fold down these rear seats. Overall, the boot capacity is around 397 liters. So we will now close it again electronically, and we will check the rear seats. This is the door opening angle. We'll talk a little bit about materials and design. Everything is finished in that some type of dark gray or black plastic. Electronically operated rear windows with a little bit of extra storage in this center part, and easily you can put maybe one half-liter bottle. With this model we have very interesting design approach of these seats. some type of dark gray fabric in the center with some perforated part. Very interesting to look at in this upper section with a light gray or maybe even white stitching. And on these outside elements and details we have some type of leather material with again some lighter stitching. Isofix anchor points on each. Let's now talk a little bit about this center dash design and practical elements. Similar like we saw on a doors, more of those dark brown details with a gloss black parts around the air vents, one big air vent on a far left and two smaller one in the center. Interesting, some type of metal effect strip similar like we saw on a door design, and again some type of softer materials here in this center part. Opening a glove box with some useful papers in it, being a, of course, a test and demo vehicle here at Toyota Center. One of the best features about this center part, we'll talk a little bit more about the center infotainment system when I go and sit on a driver's seat, is that you still have some physical buttons and shortcuts for the air conditioning. This is very useful, especially now in 2025, and you have a heating and cooled option for your front seats. Two USB-C charging ports with a little bit of extra. I think you can also wirelessly charge your phone here in the front. This is a gear selector for your e-CVT automatic gearbox, one of the most well-known choices with the Toyota in general, and of course their hybrid option. Some extra shortcuts here, and in this center tunnel you have two cup holders with a small center armrest, which you can open it and it reveals a little bit of storage underneath. So this is now the passenger front door design and details. Darker brown details similar like we saw on a seats, and in this center part we have some type of fabric with a little bit of extra storage in the center and even larger door pockets. Now these are the front seats, again very similar in design like in the back. Center part finished in dark brown with this some type of perforation, light gray stitching, and outside details in some type of leather material. I have to say, I think at this first glance this is very nice side support in a lower back area and in this seating area. And welcome now from a driver's seat. I put the car on because it's very cold outside. You can now see completely new digital dials in front of me with a traffic sign recognition system, energy flow, one of the coolest details with the Toyota hybrid systems. If you remember, with the pre-facelifted model we have some type of smaller digital screen in the center. Now this is a completely new design, very nice graphics. Also there is a new center infotainment system, more of that in a second. A couple of useful features, one large air vent on a far left. This is all your controls for the windows. And let's talk a little bit about the steering wheel and its design. I have to say, very nice and sporty design, very small with all the buttons being still physical buttons. I think this is on a far left side, all the controls for the media, and of course on a right for the cruise control. Now we'll talk a little bit about this center infotainment system. This is of course your radio, all your stations, and as you can probably tell, this is a completely new system, a little bit larger in the screen size, and now we don't have anymore that physical shortcuts, but overall software is very much better than before. Larger screen, faster in response, and of course better graphics. We'll now check the navigation. Here we are, Toyota Center here in Zagreb, again media. The great thing that although you don't have anymore the physical shortcut, you still have those shortcuts here on a screen. So you have a navigation, media, your phone connectivity, car stats. This is always interesting to see. History, 5.4 liters of fuel consumption. That is absolutely impressive amount, especially being a test or a demo vehicle. This is something very interesting to look at. Now this is again the navigation. I will not go through all details, just for you so you can see everything in action. And I would say this position of a center infotainment system is actually ideal, because when you're driving like this you can see everything clearly on the new screen. So for the very end I will put the lights on, and I will put the hazard lights on so you can see them in action. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this interior design of a new Yaris Cross in general. Do you like it? Do you like the new center infotainment system and the new digital dials? So these are now the LED rear lights with a dynamic turn signals in action, and we have the LED daytime running lights with LED headlights and turn signals on a bumper. So this is the end of my exterior and interior walk around and practicality test of this new facelifted Toyota Yaris Cross. Before I go and wrap this video, big thanks again to Toyota Center here in Zagreb for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below, and thank you so much for watching this video. Wish you all a very nice day.